Okay, welcome back to part 2 of this tutorial, how to make a 6-claw setting with different ways of making the bezel fancy. Some people are happy with it as it is, they can put 6-claw on it, but let's say if you want to do a bit of an art deco on the side of this bezel. The best way I find to do this is we hide the diamond, we'll pick up one line both ways, approximately 1.3 mil on each side, so that's giving you about 2.6. Lift it up a little bit so we know spaces. Now you grab the arc end direction at the start, from one end to the other, and by pressing the shift it'll bring it down to pretty much a little bit over halfway, I would say. So that's giving you a 0.6 there. Now naturally this is not going to be straight, as you can see, slightly crooked. The best way to straighten this is you pick the two lines, you go to transform, project to C plane, select that and then press enter, and you click on delete to delete the original and keep the projected one to C plane. So now that is 100% straight. We'll join them together, join, then we move that a little bit closer to the edge and we'll extrude it one side only, solid, only enough to pass the box. Rhino 5 has a wonderful feature here, which when you select Control and Shift and you select that, press Control and Shift and select that face, now you can manipulate this face only and it'll update everything. So by pressing Shift and scale it, that will scale it 3D, which you need it for a little bit, and then it's stop here. Then while it's selected, now you do the rest in 2D only. So, and how far? The best guide is to look at the line on the inner of the circle and the line on the outer of the circle, and the line of your cutter, this would become a cutter, has to be approximately 45-degree crossing between them, give and take. Won't matter because we're going to still do some adjustment to it later. Now you select this, you go to transfer and polar array, select 0, enter how many item you want, 6, enter, enter, and now you've got enter. Now you've got 6 of them. The gap between them here, that's where the claw is going to be. It shouldn't be more than 0.8 or 0.9, and it all depends on the size of the setting. So at the moment we've got 0.9. I wouldn't mind it to be a little bit smaller, the gap. So by keeping record history always on, I'm able now to scale this one box and get the update on all of them. And that gives me some sort of an idea of the gap that it's left between them for the claw. You don't want that part here to stick outside the claw, you'd have to trim it later. So this is pretty much ready to do boolean. So we go to boolean different, you select this one with enter with all of these ones, and that's it. Now we can get rid of these curves, we don't need them, we don't need that one, and this is the upper part of our Art Deco bezel. And as you can see, it's a relatively square here with just enough taper what we need. Now from front view, right view, we'll grab, to do the bottom part of the cutting, we'll grab the arc that controlled from the start, from here. I've got to turn off the projector. Something is snapping here, so I've got midpoint snaps got to get rid of. Start that again from this point. Something is on here, the on snap and on-throw is on, so I turned it off, and to about here, and then I can bend it again. This is a free land, you do it how you feel like it. I'm just showing you how I do mine. Mirror from end to about here with the shift, and now you can draw a straight line to close this from here to about here, and you highlight them both, including this one, and you trim this, and you join that. And once again, you make sure it is straight and it's planned. This one did it straight, and the same deal, you move it slightly towards the edge and you extrude it one side. And once again, this is not going to be the final product. This is just to get one close enough, and then we can update it when we have them all lined up. So we don't need that profile anymore. Control Shift select that face again with a shift on, go about 1/2 mil in 3D and stop, and then now only without this shift 2D or 1D, sorry, and stop. And as you can see, this, because we did the little bit of 3D, that doesn't matter. We can it has to go outside the bottom layer of the setting, but we'll check the line to see if it's crossing 45 degree as it meant to be. That seems to be right. Now we'll shift it just so it is over, otherwise it won't cut. Now of course, if you want to do also 1D this way, you can, but to me it seems to be right at this stage. Now from top view, we select this, we go and array it as well, polar array, 0, enter, enter, enter. It keeps the last selection, which was 6 items here, and that's ready now to be Boolean. But if you want it to curve a little bit more and becomes like exactly in shape with in line with the top, it's easily done. You pick up the one that you've started and you scale it, and that will update all of them. And you scale it just 1D, and it'll update all of them at once. And that's the beauty about recording history all the time. It comes so handy. And now we'll go to Boolean Union, different, sorry, that, enter with all those cutters, enter. And there you go. We'll put back our stone in, and we have a nice little Art Deco ready to apply claws in between or all sorts of things. Thank you for watching.